What a season. What a buck.
Welcome to StrategyOutdoors.com. I'm your host, Luke Hurst. You know, there is nothing better than enjoying the passions that we love in the outdoors with friends and family, especially if it's a son or daughter. My daughter Madison, at 6 years old, began to beg to go hunting with me. And so I got her practicing a crossbow, got a buddy stand set up, and her first season out, Madison was able to harvest 3 deer, one of those being a young 5-point buck. This past season, my daughter Madison was 11 years old, and she had her sights on killing a buck bigger than what she had killed before. Early in the season, we didn't have a lot of big bucks coming in the daylight, so Madison decided that she was going to take a doe. Madison put a perfect shot on this doe, and it didn't go very far, and we was able to recover it. After filling the freezer with meat, Madison began to work really hard towards achieving her goal of killing a nice buck. She put a lot of hours in the end of October, the beginning of November, and she even set daylight to dark one day at 11 years old. November the 10th rolled around, and we had the opportunity to hunt in the evening. We got there with plenty of time, got Madison set up in her tree stand, and I got down and began to use my Jackie's hot doe scent and put it all over everything I could think of at the base of our tree. I used cotton balls, I used scent wicks, I put it on the leaves that were still on some of the foliage there, up and down a tree limb next to the tree stand, and the wind that day was blowing in the opposite direction of what we really wanted it to be. And so I knew that that scent was going to be crucial to covering our downwind side, plus bringing in the deer that we hoped to kill. I no more than made it to the platform than I heard Madison whisper, "Dad, I see a buck coming with his nose in the wind." I got set down, got the camera rolling, and in walked a pretty nice 8-point buck. This buck was winding, kept using the wind, kept scenting the doe scent that I'd put out. And when he got to the other side of the ditch, he knew that he should be seeing that doe because of all the scent that I'd put out, and he just couldn't see her, and he hung up at about 25 yards facing us. Madison was patient, waiting for the opportunity to shoot when the deer would turn broadside. Finally, the deer decided to turn to walk down the ditch line, and I whispered to her to take him. When Madison didn't shoot and the deer walked off, I was confused, and I whispered to her, "What happened?" Madison actually got pretty emotional and upset, and she said, "Dad, you know the big gloves you just bought me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "I could not get my finger in the trigger guard of the crossbow." Madison sat there for the next hour, wishing she had another opportunity at that buck. Suddenly, she elbowed me and said, "Dad, I think that same buck's coming back again." And I looked, and sure enough, here he come, right to our setup. Take the camel on, go. Hurry, 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 hurry. Meh.
Did I get him?
Smoked him. He's dead on his feet.
I did. Got him good.
What do you think?
I got
Hey, that's the same buck you didn't get a shot at earlier, and he came back and you got a shot. Give me 5. Good job. I told you, if you just be patient, wait, it's the rut. Anything can happen. We've been hunting hard the past couple of weeks. It's November the 10th today, and Madison was ready to kill an 8-pointer or better. We was holding out for a bigger buck, but she's put up a ton of hours in the stand this year, and for an 11-year-old girl, it's pretty good. She even hunted daylight to dark one day last week. So the rut's been a little bit funny this year. It's been a little bit slow, kind of getting kicked off, and today we were starting to see these nice bucks just cruising around everywhere. So we barely got in the stand, and this buck come in and presented Madison with a shot, and her glove got in the way and she couldn't get her finger in the trigger guard. So he walked off, and we had another couple deer come through, and then right before dark she looked up and she said, "Dad, here comes that deer back." And he come right in, and then he turned and presented her with a quarter-of-the-way shot, and she put the wallops to him. So that Rage Broadhead ate him up. And one of the things that I forgot to mention during our interview is when we got here, the wind was wrong for this setup, but we've had northeast winds all week, and haven't been able to hunt this spot very well. And today I brought my Jackie's hot doe and heat spray, doe urine, and I sprayed it all up and down the tree below us, and even in the leaves that surrounded our blind, and climbed up in the stand, and I just sprayed that stuff out, and this buck come in looking just like he knew there was supposed to be a doe up here, and that was the first time in. And I really think that this doe in heat is what brought him in. So Madison put a good shot on him, and she's excited. This is her 13th deer. She's 11 years old, and it's her nicest buck yet. So we're excited for her. You got anything you want to say? You're just happy to have him, ain't you? Strategy Outdoors puts another one down. I was thrilled when Madison killed this deer and was able to achieve her goal of killing a nice buck. I think I was more excited when she killed her buck than I was when I killed mine this year. I'm thankful that Madison allows me the opportunity to spend time with her in the great outdoors, and I hope that if you get the opportunity, you'll take a young person hunting and enjoy it with them too. Thanks for watching the Strategy Outdoors Whitetail Web Show, and we hope that the next time we have an exciting episode, you'll come back to watch it right here at strategyoutdoors.com.